Today, we are looking at the 300cc oxygen and moisture dual absorbers in a 15-piece pack. I want to share my real experience with these packets and explain how they work, where they perform well, and where they might not live up to expectations. For technical reasons, I cannot provide an unboxing or direct footage of the absorbers themselves, so you will be watching a screencast overview instead. Let's get started. The concept of oxygen absorbers is simple but important. When you store dry foods such as rice, beans, wheat, oats, or dehydrated fruits, oxygen trapped inside the container can slowly degrade flavor, reduce nutritional value, and even invite pests.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
These packets contain iron powder and other compounds that absorb oxygen when sealed inside a container or Mylar bag. By removing oxygen, they create a stable, low-oxygen environment that significantly extends the shelf life of your food. This specific set is labeled as 300cc, which means each packet can absorb up to 300 cubic centimeters of oxygen. That capacity makes them suitable for smaller to medium-sized storage bags or jars. In my usage, one packet worked well in a 1-quart jar or a smaller Mylar bag filled with dry goods. If you are working with larger bags, you may need to use several packets at once to achieve the right effect. What makes this product interesting is that it is marketed as a dual absorber, targeting not only oxygen but also excess moisture. Moisture control is crucial in long-term food storage because humidity can lead to mold growth and spoilage. Having both functions combined in a single packet is convenient, especially for anyone new to food storage who doesn't want to buy separate moisture absorbers and oxygen absorbers. When testing the product, I noticed that the packets come individually sealed inside a larger bag. This is important because once they are exposed to air, they start reacting immediately. If you open the package, make sure to use the absorbers quickly and reseal any extras in an airtight container, ideally with a heat sealer or vacuum sealer. Leaving them out for even a short time can drastically reduce their effectiveness. The quality of absorption seemed solid for most of my dry foods. After sealing jars with these packets, the lids tightened within a day or two, a clear sign that oxygen had been absorbed. In terms of moisture, they kept flour and powdered milk dry and free-flowing, which is a good sign. However, they are not meant for extremely large or high moisture items, so if you are storing something like jerky or nuts with higher oil content, results may vary. You will find a link to buy this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. Now let's talk about the drawbacks. The packaging does not include a convenient resealable zip, which means you must prepare your own storage solution for unused absorbers. That can be frustrating if you only need a few at a time. Also, the packets are not individually labeled with the date of manufacture, so you rely on the seller's listing to know their freshness. Old absorbers may not perform as effectively, so always check that the outer vacuum packaging is tight and not compromised when they arrive. Another point to consider is sizing. While 300cc is versatile, it can be confusing to know how many packets you need for different container sizes. Beginners often underestimate or overestimate the number required. For example, a 1-gallon Mylar bag typically requires around 3 to 4 packets of this size, depending on how much headspace is left inside. If you don't use enough, the food may not be fully protected. If you use too many, it doesn't harm the food, but it can feel wasteful. Overall, my impression is that these absorbers do what they claim. They extend the life of pantry staples, they help control both oxygen and moisture, and they are priced competitively. The lack of better packaging is inconvenient, but with proper handling, they remain effective. For anyone building an emergency food supply, stocking up on bulk grains, or simply wanting to keep pantry goods fresher for longer, this set is a practical option. If you found this review helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give this video a like so you don't miss future reviews and honest feedback on products that matter for everyday storage and preparedness.